Hi everyone, so I wanted to talk about my lesson plan and how I would teach it. My lesson plan is a basketball relay race, and if I had a group of 25 kids, I would set them up into 5 lines with 5 people in each line. So if you say right here, this is the basketball court, and these are the 5 lines and 5 people in each line. The way I would do it is they would first warm up, do like walking stretches in their lines, jog across the basketball court a couple times so they get their body muscles and everything warmed up. And then we would start by learning how to dribble the ball properly. Some people are going to not know what basketball is, while others will know what basketball is. I will start off the lesson by asking them if any of them played basketball before or if any of them know what is played with an orange ball. I wanted to introduce the lesson to kind of get them excited of like thinking and using their knowledge to understand what we might be doing in the PE lesson. What I wanted to also do is not tell them what we are doing in the previous class so they are surprised when they get there what we might be doing. So I would ask them about that, and then I would have them warm up and then get in the lines, and then I would demonstrate the lesson before having them do it. So how I would demonstrate is I would get a basketball and I would show them how to properly dribble the ball standing up motion. I will tell them that they should use the palm of their hands and push down on the ball, and that it should not go higher than your waist. I would also ask them to stand up and show me how they understand how to dribble a ball without a basketball. Once I know that they understand how to do the whole lesson, I will then have them stay in their groups, and they would follow each other around the cones. So if you see right here, there's about 5 cones in front of each line. And then this is the other side of the basketball court. So they would get in their 5 lines, and they would do walking motions and show me how they're going to dribble the ball around the cones without a basketball first, because I want to make sure they understand the lesson before putting the ball in, because once the ball's in, then everyone might forget stuff, and yeah, it could just be a mess. So once they know how to do that, I will then have them get a ball and dribble with a partner, and just kind of dribble standing about like 5 feet apart, dribble the ball to each other, and then dribble the ball back so they understand the motion of how to dribble. I will also use teaching cues like push, pads, meaning that they're pushing the ball down with the pads of their hands. I will also use the teaching cue at your waist, not your face. So when I see a ball going above their face, I will use that same so they know that the ball is supposed to be below their waist. How I also do it is once everyone's done with their dribbling with the partner and understanding how to do the lesson, I will then put them in their 5 groups again, and then that's when they will dribble around the cones. So they'll start right here, and they'll dribble, each one will go, and I will blow the whistle and tell them when to start. So once they start, they will dribble around the cones, not at a fast pace because it's not a race. They'll understand how to dribble the ball properly. My whole objective is for them to understand how to cheer on their teammates, how to dribble the ball correctly, and how to move around the cones while multitasking. So they will dribble around the cones, and once they get to right here, they will shoot the basketball from where they're at. It does not matter if they make it. I mean, if they make it, then it's a good thing that they made it, but if they don't, it does not matter. They will then get the ball, and they'll dribble back to their line that they're at. They will then pass it on to their partner, and their partner will go along. So my main purpose with this is to understand for them, obviously, how to dribble basketball. I will test them by seeing how many of them can control the ball properly and not so much how they shoot the basketball, because it doesn't matter if they make it, that's not what we're learning in this lesson. So once everyone's done with that and everyone's in their lines, first of all, it's not a race in the lesson plan. What I wanted my closure to be is I wanted them to cheer on their teammates and understand, like, I don't want to say competition, but there's no winner and there's no loser, but I wanted them to do a relay race. By doing a relay race, it will help them move the ball faster and learn how to dribble a ball in a basketball game fast enough around the cones and then shoot the ball. But what the difference in the relay race is, if they lose the ball, they will then have to start back at the first cone. Doing this will make them focus more on how to dribble the ball and not so much who's going to be the fastest down the line, because I'm not scoring winner and loser. I'm just wanting to make sure everyone knows how to dribble the ball fast enough. They will then shoot the basket, and once they shoot the basket, they will go back to their cones. So this is my lesson plan. How I wanted to close a lesson plan was I wanted to blow the whistle 3 times, have them freeze at their spot, put all the equipment away, but still leave the cones out, and then we'll do a cool down. What I would do is I would have them jog around the basketball court once. I will then have them do the same warm-up stretches that they did in the beginning, so they understand that you still have to do a cool down and your muscles are still tensed up, so you have to stretch them out. I will then have them freeze and sit down in their lines and ask them some things that they learned about today. I want to make sure that they learn the objective of this lesson and not so much them like having fun and playing the game. Like, yes, they're going to have fun and that's the main purpose, but the also main purpose for them to understand the lesson behind it. Another thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to incorporate what they would like to do next PE class, or some like ideas that they would want to do, because for me it's all about their learning, and I want them to kids understand better when they're having fun. So if they give me ideas, I could also turn it into a lesson plan in the classroom and then show them in the outside classroom. So yeah, that's about it. And then for the equipment, I will have a volunteer pass the equipment out, and if there's no volunteer, then I will pick someone, and that someone will take the equipment, and then the following day someone else will take the equipment. And then they will go back to class in the same 5 lines that they came in. So that's my lesson plan. I hope you have a good day. Bye.